Welcome back from the break. You're still watching This Morning here on Metro Television with me, Desmond Okrekud, as you can call me, Desifredian, the Star Boy. I'm here with Nanaya Tano Boache, as always. So we're about to talk about a great project that is to help, our society, and that's the Zoomlion 1 million bin project. And joining us in studio is Ricky Anoche Frimpong. He's a senior operations officer at Zoomlion Ghana Limited, and also in studio with us is Ernest Morgan, Aqua General Manager, Zoomlion Accra Zone. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So this is a very important part of our society that we need to talk about. I mean, we've been drumming this for a very long time. What is the state of our waste management as a country as of now?
Thank you very much, and I'll seize this opportunity to greet our viewers and also our customers that we work with. As you said, we are making headway. We are making tremendous progress in our daily activities as in managing the waste. And as we all know, the waste generation starts from our various homes, our houses. That is where the management starts. So the management, as we do or we generate the waste, we need to have a way of keeping them in a safe way that will deter flies, water entering, then also bringing stench, then all those things. Then the waste management service providers also comes in. They do the collection and the transportation of the waste to the various treatment centers where the government and the private entities also comes in, like what we have at ACAP, ARECOP, then all those things. They treat the waste, turn it to a different thing altogether that is useful to the agric, then also other industries as raw materials. Then the ones that we don't have any use for them at the moment are sent to the landfill site. So when we say the waste management processes, these are the processes that goes in. It starts from the house that needs the bin in a way of storing the waste that we generate.
Ernest, you are you are the Accra Zone, manager. Accra, I am sure, and I stand to be corrected, will be one of the regions in the country that has most waste, being produced by people. How are we managing that? How are we making sure that, even though we see a lot of that happening, how do we make sure that we don't find them in the gutters and all of the other places?
Yes, so thank you very much. You are right saying that Accra produces more waste. When you check the population census, Accra tops, and every human being produces waste. Yeah. So far as we are so many in Accra, the waste in Accra will be more. But the most important thing in here is that when you check the local government bulletin, and even in the bylaws that was passed by the regional minister Accra on Operation Clean Your Frontage, it's stating clearly that every household should get a receptacle to hold its waste. So it is the duty of each and everybody in the household or even in institutions to get a receptacle to hold its waste. That is the first step in waste management. And this is what Zoomlion has taken upon itself to give out the free bin project. You understand? This bin, as I said, is supposed to be procured by the individuals. But we are moving from one step to the other. When you check in Ghana, when we were young, we know in the morning you sweep and you put it in a small pan, then you take it to the boiler. Yeah, that was how we started. Then we evolved from that stage to the time when you have the communal containers all over, the big containers, then you go and dump in it. And now where we are the stage where we have to put our waste in a bin. And we are moving also to the stage where even putting it in the bin, you have to segregate it. So that we have plastic waste, we have metals, we have wood, then you have the organic materials. But before we can even do the segregation, individuals have to accept the fact that they have to put their waste in a receptacle. When you go outside, when you say America is clean, Europe is clean, it doesn't mean they don't produce waste. Everybody produces waste. You understand? But they have a way of managing the waste. So if you don't see it, it doesn't cause a problem. And that is why we are introducing the 1 million bin project. So that as we produce the waste, we have a nice way of storing it in the first place before the service provider comes to pick it up and take it to either treatment or putting it at the final disposal site.
Okay.
I mean, most people have the habit of placing waste in unauthorized places. I mean, in Ghana, it took a very long time for us to cultivate the habit of even having the waste bin. How easy was it for you to, when you go into other areas where they believe that they have to just dump the refuse and just burn it, how easy were you able to convince them, encourage them into cultivating the habit of getting a waste bin?
So it has not been easy, and with this waste bin or waste management process, it stands on 3 legs. The individual is one, the service provider is one, and the government. They bring out the laws and enforce the laws.
Yeah.
We've done so much education. When you check the onset of Operation Clean Your Frontage, we have had programs on TV, on radios, we've visited schools, churches, we've done so much education. But still we have issues on ground.
Yeah.
And the most important thing to do now is to do enforcement. So just yesterday
That's where the
we
government
started,
comes in.
Yes, that's where the government comes in. So yesterday there was a project, we are just piloting about 4 MMDAs in Accra Central, and we started it yesterday. What we are doing is that when they brought the Operation Clean Your Frontage, there was this task force, the city response team.
Yeah.
Yes, they came on board. And yesterday they've started moving from house to house, from shops to shops.
Yeah. Okay.
Then even on the main street, there are scraps, and people have parked cars on the road for more than a year, 2 years. A truck is on the road. And even those who are sweeping don't have access to sweep under the trucks. When it rains, it washes all these things into the drains. And we come back and we come and complain.
Yeah.
So yesterday we started that project. They are going around, they are giving sermons to people, and now we have gotten to the enforcement.
Yeah, the enforcement.
I think the education is enough.
Yeah.
And we need to move on the ground and enforce the law, and that's what we are doing. This morning they are starting from Obechebi roundabout all the way to through Pamprom to First Light. Then you go up to Cocoa Clinic. So all the residents in there, they should wait for us.
Kanishi.
That's Kanishi area,
yes.
So we are starting at 8 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
Yes. And we have all the press, behind us. I think if we don't push in that way.
Because people live in a residential area where there's this habit of having we pour the bin and we burn it. But then let's talk about the advantages. Let them understand, even though the government is enforcing the law, let's talk about the advantages of using a waste bin.
The advantages are enormous. First of all, it serves as job opportunities. People are now we are producing the bins here in Ghana.
Okay.
Unlike those days that we import them from China.
Them. Yeah.
No, we are doing it here. UPPR. They are just around the university farms.
Okay.
They produce the bins, so it's serving as employment for our brothers, sisters who are working over there. And even as it goes like that, we have revenue agents, those who are going to distribute these bins, then all those things, drivers that will drive, as we are talking about the 1 million bins. If we divide the 1 million by the number of containers that the truck picks, which is about 250 the single axles per day. These are the drivers, the number of drivers that we are going to engage, the trucks that we are going to use to lift them. Then also, when you do that, it reduces, the container keeps the waste in its hygienic way. That will prevent rains from getting into contact with the waste. That will bring stain, then also bleeding of mosquitoes. Then if we do all these things, we are in a way making our environment clean and healthy, which will reduce our visitation to hospitals with this common diseases like malaria. So these are some of the advantages that we are going to get if we accept the bins, of which it has come to stay. We don't have any option than to accept these bins for our future generation, to know that we are keeping the environment in its natural state, for them to also have to come and have access to what the beauty environment.
Yeah.
Great. So let's now focus on the 1 million bin project. How is it going to be done? How are people going to get, some of the bins?
Yeah. So now, what is happening is that most, Accra, we have franchise areas, and it's not only Zoomlion. We are even in partnership with some service providers. So when you contact them, then they can give you the bin. Then they register, and also there's a short code *874.
Yeah, *857 hash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When you take that short code, the processes are there. You fill in, then they would visit you with a bin, and they take you through the process.
Is it free?
Yes, it's
free.
free.
It's free.
Oh,
That's
it's
why it's
free.
free.
Yes.
It's free.
So I know we love free stuff.
Yeah, it's
so
free. I benefited for one. Am I eligible to another one?
If you want to add up, sure.
Yes.
If you want to add up, of which
it really helps. It really helps. And I love the fact that he talked about segregation.
Yeah.
I mean, when we go for bigger concerts, December is coming.
Yeah,
and
a lot of events will be happening.
And those event organizers, some of them are from the diaspora, so they do appreciate the segregation. You could see is that can, bottle, this and this are there. So you mentioned the short code, that's *857 hash. But the other numbers, if you want to contact, you have to contact them for these, because it's free. We all have to benefit. So I think, let's see, do you have the numbers?
Well, yeah, so you can call 0244 335 140, 0244 335 140, also 0307 019 199, 0307 019 199. So those are the numbers that you can actually contact to get a bin for yourself, or you can dial *857 hash, as we have mentioned here on the show. But it's really how are we financing this, this
whole project.
The financing is being done by EcoBank.
Okay.
They've given us $10 million for the procurement of these bins and the trucks. Yes, so the financing is done by EcoBank.
Okay, great. So there you have it. It's already been paid for. All you need to do is to just call them up.
Yeah.
Just get yours so you can keep your communities clean. This one, I saw Shadrach and the rest of the team getting ready for the operation Clean Your Frontage, as was done yesterday and continues today, as mentioned by Ernest. That Kaneshi areas, please, all of you there, make sure that you clean your frontage. Very, very important. We are wrapping up. Any last thing you want to add about this whole project that we didn't talk about?
Yes, all that we want to tell Ghanaians, we are taking this opportunity to educate them, for them to know that the bin is the game changer.
Yeah.
This, if we want to, everybody wants us to start with this segregation, sorting of waste, and it cannot be done without we having access to the bins. So let's try with getting at least one bin for now, whilst we go through the necessary processes to get them additional, because the one bin alone cannot do the segregation for us. We need additional one. So how are we getting the one? So the one is the game changer. So everybody, each household should get one of the bin now.
Okay.
Yes. So I also say that we are in the month of October, and it's customer service month.
Okay.
And for us in Zoomlion, we are saying that the customer is the king. So in October, we are wishing all of them well, and we hope to tell all our customers that we are in to serve them and serve them better. So in this month of October, they should all patronize the 1 million bin. It's a free it's promotion that we are doing, and it will not stay forever.
Okay.
As I indicated earlier, it is in the bylaw, it states that the individual himself or herself has to procure his own bin. So it will not stay forever. So as we are in the month of October, everybody should rush in and get it, so that when it gets to the time that you have to procure it, you have gotten it already. Okay. Yes.
Thank you very much. So that was Ernest Morgan-Aqua, General Manager, Zoomlion Accra Zone, and also Ricky Anoche Frimpong, Senior Operations Officer, Zoomlion Ghana Limited. Thank you so much for coming through.